it's on YouTube this week. And so, yeah, head circles. Let's get going. So we're going to go round. So it looks like someone else is trying to join us as well. Oh, it's Francois, running late. Right, so next circles, going in one direction. We'll do 15 seconds in one direction and 15 seconds in the other. I have got a timer, so you will hear beeps every now and then, just ignore them. And we're going to go the other direction in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So other direction. Taking it nice and gently. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so arm circles. We're going to go forward first. That's it, loosening up those shoulders. We're going to go the other way in 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. Oh, someone else trying to join us. Oh, it's Francoise again. Looks like she's having problems. I think Francoise is in the house.
Yeah, I'm trying to log on to my laptop because I get better reception.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so arms coming forwards and back, opening out the chest, alternating the arm that comes on top. Let's keep going. 3, 2, 1. Let's do some snow angels. So looking up to the sky, crossing hands over at the top, then looking down, up high, and then down. So you're going to get those hips moving in a moment. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're going to sweep the floor in one direction, going up and around. Up and around. 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other direction. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so next one, feet hip widths apart. You're going to squat. You're going to reach up high. Squat and reaching up high. Onto those tiptoes. Feeling that squeeze. Getting that movement. Raising the body temperature. It's good. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the next one is windmill. So the starting position, feet slightly wider apart. You're going to touch one foot. You're going to have the other arm stretched out in the air. And then you're going to swap between the two. So your right hand is touching your left foot. Your left hand is touching your right. Twisting. Doing well. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we can start off in the middle with our feet, lateral lunges. So we're going to step out, keeping that middle leg straight, stepping back in. So you feel that stretch in your inner leg. On this one, take your time. It's not like a body blast class or a rip up where we go fast, we try and do lots of reps. It's more controlled. Feeling that stretch, not just going through that motion. Feel the stretch before you come back up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this time we're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to rise onto our tiptoes, and as we drop back down, we're going to lift our heels up. So it's like a rocking motion. Toes, then heels. Toes, then heels. Good. So warming those ankles up. Another 10 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Hands on our shoulders, swimming arms. Imagine you're doing the front crawl. It's high elbows. 20 seconds one direction, 20 seconds in another. 3, 2, 1. Now it's back crawl. Just doing a little bit of the shoulder sequence here. The next few exercises are all about stretching the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Okay, a very standard stretch we'll do in most classes. Posterior shoulder stretch, arm across the body, and pull it back. We'll hold 20 seconds on each side. And change side. Arm going across the body. Don't want it too high. Get it like this, across the chest. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standard tricep stretch. Also stretches the shoulder as well though. Push that arm back. Don't push it at the elbow joint. Push it the upper arm back. Don't want to put any pressure on the joints. And change sides. Three, 2, 1. Okay, so the next one we're going to do a standard standing forward fold. So you're going to bring your arms around and you're going to bend at the waist and you're going to drop the head. And we're just going to hold this stretch here. Some of you may be really flexible. You might be able to touch your feet. I've actually improved quite a lot. I'm touching my feet. So by the end of the session, I want to be touching the floor. Just hold it there, another 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into some walkouts. So standing on one end of your mat, you're going to bend down, put your hand on the floor, going to go and walk into a high plank position and then walk back. As you walk back, try and press those heels into the floor so you get a bit of a calf stretch as well. Good work. Keep going. Make the next one your last one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to lie on our mat now. We're going to put our hands by our sides and you're going to push yourself into a cobra stretch. Stretching those abs. Hold it nice and still. So each stretch now is going to be about 30 seconds long. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lying back down on our mat. Let's bend our knee, our right knee, grab our ankle, keeping our, trying to get our hips into the floor, quad stretch. And change sides. You're going to be stretching the quad a little bit more later. Five, four, three, two, one. Let's bring ourselves back into a plank position, and let's go into an upside down V into downward dog pose. We'll hold this 30 seconds. You want your hips to be in the air, the highest point of your body. Try and ground your hands and feet on the floor. Five, four, three, two, one. We're going to drop into the tabletop position, so on your hands and knees, arms straight. We're going to go between our cat and cow poses. So raising the back, dropping the head. 3, 2, 1. Now lifting the head, dropping the belly button. 3, 2, 1. And changing again. Drawing that belly button up, dropping the head. 3, 2, 1. And then change again. 3, 2, 1. So the next one, we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to start from this tabletop position. You're going to bring your left hand underneath your right arm, drop in your head to the floor, and then I want you to stretch one arm forwards. So stretching the shoulders here. We'll hold another 15 seconds this side. So one arm's going across the body underneath you. Your other arm is outstretched in front of you. Bring your right hand back, pull your arm up, and then change sides. So this time your right hand's going to slide underneath your left, ear to the floor, and then extend your left arm. Hold for 30 seconds. Three, two, one. Okay, so the next one, we're going to line our front again. I want you to stretch your left arm out to the side. I want you to bring your right hand to your shoulder. And what you're going to do, you're going to rotate like this. And then I want you to bring one leg behind the straight leg like this. So stretching the chest here, also stretching the shoulders as well. Side parallel chest stretch, this is called. And I'm going to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you're going to roll back. This time your right hand is going to go to the side, left hand by your shoulder. You're going to rotate, and you're going to bring your foot behind your right leg, your straight right leg. Hold for 30 seconds. Nice deep breaths as we stretch. Okay, lovely. So bring yourself into a plank position. What I want you to do is to bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, and then you're going to twist like this. Fingertips up to the ceiling. And we're just going to hold these positions. 30 seconds on each side. We're going to switch side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So bring that hand down, push your right leg back. Now it's your left foot to the outside of your left hand. And you're going to rotate fingertips up at the ceiling. 30 seconds. Hold for another 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your hand back down onto the mat, flip your leg back. This time I want your right foot to be planted on the inside of your hands, like this. And we're going to go into a low lunge position. And then I want you to bring yourself up. Really push your hips forward in this low lunge position. We're going to switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So plant those hands back down. Just change your foot. So now your left foot's going to go into the middle of your hands. You're going to drop that knee down into that low lunge. You're going to bring yourself up and focus on pushing those hips forward. The right hips. Another 10 seconds. And deep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your hands on the floor. Step that foot back. So this time I want you to bend your right knee so it is placed behind the right hand into a pigeon stretch like this. So you can come down onto your forearms. Your thigh is underneath you. You feel it in your glutes. So we're doing the right hand side so you can feel it in the right glutes. If you can't feel it, leaning forward a bit more, or you can drag that foot, that's straight behind you, back a little bit more. Three, 2, 1. So let's get back up into that press up position. Now bring your left knee to the back of your left hand. Drop down into that pigeon stretch pose with your forearms on the floor. And again, if you can't feel the stretch, you can slide that back foot a little bit more. You can really lean a bit more into the stretch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so next one, we're going to kneel. So I want your feet to be pointing towards the wall, and you're going to sit on the heels. Not too comfortable, but we are going to be stretching those ankles here, but also slightly stretching those quad muscles. But we're going to take the stretch a little bit more in a moment to really work the quads, not work the quads, but stretch the quads. We're just sitting on the heels of our feet. Our toes are pointing to the wall behind us. And now what we need to do is place your hands behind you and lift your hips forward. Stretching those quads. So we're going to do a little bit of a hamstring sequence in a moment. So let's make the most of this quad stretch. It's the last quad stretch we're really going to do in this session. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to be in a seated position now. We're going to have our right leg straight. You're going to plant your left foot where it's comfortable, so you might want to put it on the lower leg, or I prefer it on the upper leg. So I'm going to plant my foot like that, and we're going to do the hurdler stretch. Okay, so one hand either side of your leg, And you're going to try and stretch to your feet. Now, every now and then, I'm going to ask you to push that stretch a little bit more. Take a deep breath. And as you blow out, take that stretch a little bit more. Try and focus on not rounding your back too much. I don't want you to be doing that. Try and keep that back with a good posture. We're going to try and take that stretch a little bit more. So deep breath. And then as you blow out, try and lean forward a little bit more. So make sure that leg that is straight, the knee is on the floor. Well, it's not bending. So the back of your knee is on the floor. Ooh, look like someone else has just joined that. Okay, we're going to switch sides here. So this time your left leg straight, your right foot placed wherever it's most comfortable, back of your knee on the floor, and then it's stretch without rounding that back too much. Take a deep breath. And as you blow out, try and take the stretch a little bit more. Pushing those hips more into it rather than rounding the shoulders more into it. Take another deep breath. Reach forward a little bit more into that stretch. And hold. Okay, keep that holding position. I'm just going to turn my timer off because it's a little bit annoying with all those noises. Okay, and if we sit up, keep your left leg straight. What I want you to do now is to bring your right foot over the top of it, and then you're going to do a spinal twist like this. So what I'm doing, my left leg is straight, my right foot is come over the top of it. Now my left arm is going to be placed on my thigh of my right leg, and I'm just going to twist to one side. I'm going to hold for about 30 seconds. Lovely. Okay, let's change sides. So this time my right leg is straight, my left foot has come over the top of my right leg. I'm twisting, so my right arm is on the thigh, and then I'm twisting just to feel that stretch in the back. You can use that arm to push yourself a little bit further. Three, two, one. So now we're going to need the towels or the resistance bands. And we're going to do just a typical hamstring stretch, lying hamstring stretch. So you're going to loop that band around your foot. If you've got good flexibility, you can have both legs straight on the floor. Otherwise, you can have one knee bent. And you're going to keep that leg straight and you're going to put it back to that point of discomfort. We'll hold it here. Around every 20 seconds or so, I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath and to pull that stretch a bit more. 3, 2, 1, deep breath. And as you blow out, try and take that stretch on a bit more. I don't want you to get to the point where you're really shaking your leg. Okay, don't want any of that. You can feel that stretch and you're holding it there. We'll do another deep breath in 3, 2, 1, deep breath. Let's take that stretch on a little bit more. Okay, so what we're going to do now, keeping that leg straight, what we need to do is to bring it out to the side and let your knee, which is bent, drop to the side too. Okay, so if you haven't got a bent knee, bring it up. So you're stretching now the inner thigh. Bring it back up to the top. Okay, and now take it the other way. So you're stretching the outer thigh. And bring it up. Let's swap legs. So swapping legs and doing that routine again. So lion hamstring stretch. I think I'm running slightly over today. Let's get it all done. Again, every now and then, I'm just going to ask you to take a deep breath and to take that stretch on a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, deep breath. And bring that stretch a little bit more. Okay, another deep breath in 3, 2, 1, deep breath. Take that stretch on a little bit more. Okay, so if you're stretching your left leg at the moment, I want you to take control of the towel or resistance band with your left hand. If you're doing your right leg, take control of the towel or resistance band with your right hand. And what you're going to do, you're going to bring that leg to the side, again, stretching the inner thigh. So the leg that's not being stretched here, I want it to be bent and also out to the other side. Okay, bring it up to center. Now take control with your opposite hand as you bring that leg over the body to stretch the outer leg. Bring the other hand out to the side just to support you on the floor. And bring up to center. And you can slowly relax back down. Okay, nearly there. So what we're going to do on our feet, we're going to do some stretches to finish off today's session. And it's about the calf muscles, okay? So first one's a standard standing calf stretch. So feet apart, feet facing forwards, back leg straight, foot flat on the floor, bend that front knee. Now it's important to keep that heel on the floor. And change sides. Lovely, and finish off today. Get into a plank position. Go into that downward dog pose. Okay, and start walking your feet. So you're bending your knees and walking on your feet. But as you draw the foot back down onto the floor, try and get that heel to touch the floor. So these are called walking dogs. You want to stretch those calf muscles. There is one more stretch that I'm going to do, just to see if there's any change in your flexibility. 3, 2, 1, and as we walk back onto our feet, standing forward fold, bring your arms around, bend at the waist, and hopefully, if you weren't touching the floor, you are now. The idea is trying to keep those legs as straight as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll those hands up the body. And well done, everyone, today.